Hello, I am back with another fragrance review. Today I'm going to talk about Louis Vuitton Imagination, and I have a decant of it, which I purchased online, and I'll tell you all about that. This fragrance came out earlier this summer. I think it came out in May of 2021, and Louis Vuitton's PR people sent me a scent strip of it. So I was happy to receive that. I smelled it. I liked it, but then I kind of put it away and forgot about it. And then one day I was sitting on my couch and I could smell something really, really nice, and I didn't know where it was coming from. So then I looked around, and I had used that scent strip as a bookmark and put it inside a book, and the book was kind of near me, and that's what I was smelling. So I guess they doused that bookmark or that scent strip with a good dose of Imagination, and that's what I could smell. So after that, I found myself going back to that scent strip and smelling it again and again and really loving the way that it smelled, and I wanted to get my hands on it, but the fragrance wasn't available to purchase on the Louis Vuitton website or anywhere else that I could find. I got a really, really early preview of it, I guess. And when it was available on the website, it was only available in 100 ml bottles. So that to me is too big of a commitment. I would never purchase 100 mLs of something without having tried it on my skin first. And I really prefer trying fragrance on my skin, because I find that a lot of scents get really sweet on me, and I don't like that at all. So I like to wear it, and I like to wear it in different conditions. So, in warmer weather, in cooler weather, I like to wear it on a weekend. I like to wear it to work. And then I kind of decide whether I want to purchase something or not. I have made some blind buys, but I'll rarely ever just buy it on the spot. I really like to test it out on my skin first. So I wasn't able to get a sample on the website. The biggest, or the only bottles they have is a 100 ml bottle that's refillable. Personally, I think that you're basically looking at a lifetime commitment with that fragrance if you're buying a 100 ml bottle. And I wear a lot of perfume and a lot of different kinds of perfume, so that to me is not what I would want. I would never want 100 mLs of something. So then I ended up going on Reddit, and I found someone that was selling a 10 ml decant of this. I asked her where she got her perfume, because as far as I knew, they weren't selling them even on the website. And she said that she was a regular at her local Louis Vuitton boutique, and she was able to buy the scent before it was available on the counter. So that checked out for me. I know that brands and counters do that all the time. If you're really interested in something, they will give you a sneak peek and even let you pre-buy it before it's available, before they get it in stock. So I was happy with that. I purchased the decant from her. Normally, I don't like getting decants off of random people. I like to get them from someone I know or from the brand's website. But Louis Vuitton's kind of a big brand, so I don't feel like I'm hurting the brand if I buy a decant. So that's what I did. I have my hands on it. I've been wearing it for a few months now, off and on, obviously, not consistently, but Imagination. This came out for the summer specifically. And I will start off by saying that it is a very strong scent. It's an eau de parfum, and unlike a lot of summery scents that are, ephemeral, and they're colognes, and they're very light, and you spray them and forget about them and then respray them a million times, this is not like that. This has crazy lasting power. It has an intense amount of sillage, and the reason for that is that it really has ambroxan in the base. And ambroxan, once you get familiar with it, I feel like you can recognize it and really smell it. And I feel like I'm a little bit sensitive to it, because if I overspray this or any other scent that has the ambroxan in it, I really get a bad headache. So beware of that. If that is you, for me, one spray of this out of here is enough. And I know I'll be able to smell it even the next day, probably. Or until I really wash it off, So if you're familiar with Baccarat Rouge 540, that also has ambroxan in the base. And these two scents are completely different. They're not alike at all, but that musky base really has an intense amount of sillage, which means that people around you can smell it. And I think that's what makes them compliment getters also, because I always get compliments when I wear that, and I only have like a sample size of that, so I put maybe 1 or maybe 2 sprays on. And this one I also get compliments on immediately. People always are like, oh my god, that smells so good. And this, like I said, I only need 1 spray and everybody around me can smell it. So that's kind of cool. If you're sensitive to that, just maybe this isn't for you, but if that's something that you like, or if you're looking for something that's kind of pleasing to everybody around you, then another one to consider, right? So, okay, Imagination, the note that really stands out for me in this one is black tea. And I think that's what makes it such a cool, unusual summer scent. Now, black tea, if you've had cold black tea, personally, I find that cold tea and even cold coffee has more depth of flavor than hot things. I think when I drink something hot, all I can think about is how hot it is and how warm it is. And I find that cold tea and cold coffee have more depth of flavor and more interesting flavor. So if you drink cold black tea or you've had it before, you'll find that it has some real citrusy notes, and that is what stands out here. There is black tea as one of the notes in this, and then there's also citrus in the opening, and that citrus really, bolsters that black tea flavor. And then there's a little bit of neroli, so it kind of turns a tiny bit floral. It's not really a straight up tea fragrance, but for me, that is what makes it different and what makes it stand out. So the neroli, the citrus bolsters that black tea, and then the dry down is a very musky. I mentioned Ambroxan. It is a very musky dry down, not sweet exactly, but just, I guess it's a little on the sweeter side, but not gourmand, I would say. And again, very much like the BR540 dry down, which if you like that, you'll understand this as well. So I like it as a summer scent. Like I said, 1 spray is enough for me and probably everyone around me. If I wear 2, it's okay. 3 is definitely, I'm gonna have a headache and I'll have to take a shower. So I don't want 3, but 1 is a lot. Start with 1. Now I will say, and I mentioned earlier, it's only available in 100 ml bottles at the Louis Vuitton boutiques or on the website, and I believe it was $300 or $400 for that, which to me is not something that I'm going to invest in. I like it. I don't like it enough to spend that much money, and especially, like I said, I don't want a lifetime commitment with really anything right now. So 10 mLs is enough for me. When this finishes, I'll decide whether I want a bigger bottle or whether I want to go and try to find another decant. And yeah, that's it for me. I can smell it. This just smells so good. I can smell it right out of the bottle, which is great. So check it out. If you smell this, let me know. Tell me what you think, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.